Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, not much good depending on your location. Please join in the struggle to liberate our people from the contraption. Like and share videos. Nuro luayo, na nuro luayo. Nuro luayo, na nuro luayo. Ọ dịghị mgbe ike mmadụ ga-akarị ike Chukwu. Ọ dịghị mgbe ike Naịjirịa ga-akarị ike Biafra. Nna nuro, onye kere ụwa nuro luayo. Nna nuro, Olisa binigwe nuro akwayo. Now, the news updates.
That is why Nigeria is a failed state. That was part of the reason why Biafrans all over the world converged in Finland between November 29th and December the 3rd to declare our independence, redeclare Biafra. That declaration was done and ratified in Finland. As we speak, the United States of Biafra is a sovereign nation. The Biafran Republic government in exile was established by our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa to facilitate the restoration of the independence of the United States of Biafra. Our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, our leader Nnamdi Kanu, our former leader Orabueze, our leader, supreme leader, the hero Orabueze, all of them have fought. They fought to stop the killing of indigenous Nigerians, indigenous Biafrans by President Tinubu and Christopher Musa and the past Nigerian state leaders. That was the only thing. That was the only crime Tinubu and Christopher Musa have seen. That was why they kidnapped our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, from Kenya and forcefully moved into Nigeria, where they've locked him up for the past 5 years, going to 5 years. Nigeria does not respect human rights. Over 3 courts in Nigeria have ruled on the case of Nnamdi Kanu versus the Nigerian state, and all of them, most of them, have exonerated Nnamdi Kanu and told Nigerian states to leave Nnamdi Kanu and reward him. As we speak, Tinubu and Christopher Musa have refused to do that. Rather, they lock him up in Nigerian DSS dungeon. They lock him up for nothing. The case has been ongoing for the past 5 years. They go to the Nigerian court, they disgrace themselves. They just play all those childish games and they postpone the case as it pleases Tinubu and Christopher Musa. Because their agenda is the same: to continue the killing of indigenous Nigeria, continue the Islamization of Nigeria, and continue to milk the natural resources, the crude oil that comes from the Biafra region. That is all they are interested in. But you know what? Not anymore. We will stop them. I and the United States of Biafra and Biafrans, we have stopped them. Not even we will. Nothing will change that. It is like a woman who is being abused by the husband, and the woman succeeded to run away. There is somebody we tell the woman, you need to go back to that your husband that was abusing you. That is never done. That will never happen. That is not the right thing to do. Anyone that participates in sending an abused woman back to the husband whom she ran away with, that individual is evil. And that individual must be confronted with evil. The United States of Biafra was born in Finland. Nothing will ever change that. It is like a woman that delivered a baby, and then you tell that woman, oh, we don't like the face of this your baby, therefore we are going to put this baby back into your womb. That will never happen. That is the course of the United States of Biafra government. That is the wish of the Biafran people. This new nation has been born. Nothing will make that change. The Kenyan government has told the Nigerian state to release Nnamdi Kanu based on the action and the winning of the case by Nnamdi Kanu, which was instituted in Kenya, whereby the Kenyan government has admitted that Nnamdi Kanu was wrongfully removed from Kenya to Nigeria, and they rewarded Nnamdi Kanu. So Nnamdi Kanu won that case in Kenya. But Nigeria has refused to release Nnamdi Kanu. Nigeria is a lawless state, a state that does not respect. And in fact, a state where just being a Nigerian is a certificate for death for you from anywhere. It could come, that death could come from anywhere, anyhow. It don't matter. That's why that name must be destroyed. It's already destroyed. For those of them that are still existing in that enclave, but Biafra is gone. I am after my people. I'm also after the thousands of indigenous Nigerians. Biafrans are very, very happy. But in the course of that, we are going to receive some challenges here and there, which the Nigerian state has already put in place, which we are already checking it out, the government. Because that is what they always do. They've always used every avenue possible to stop the restoration of the United States of Biafra, but this time they have failed, because that which they know, we know 10 times of that. And we will continue to use the templates, the avenues, every avenue possible, legally possible, locally and internationally, to stop Nigeria from coming after Biafra. Self-determination is our right. We have a right to choose who is going to be our leader. Self-defense is also our right. We cannot sit down in our homes and allow the Nigerian state, using their reintegrated Fulani mafias, Fulani military junkers they sent into Biafra land, to continue to kill our people while we just sit and watch, ma'am. We must defend our people. We must defend our land. We also want to use this opportunity as we remember our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, and what he's going with the Nigerian state. I want to use this opportunity to also let him know. Do not be moved. Do not be moved for that which you seek, we already got. I want to use this opportunity to thank the Biafran Liberation Army, the Biafra Defense Forces, the 40 state governors, the cabinet members, the secretaries of the different departments, the commissioners in the 40 states of Biafra, all the liaison heads, and all the stakeholders in the Biafra restoration. I want to use this opportunity to thank you for what you are doing, privately and publicly, to ensure that no one, no man born of a woman tampers with this restoration which we already got. Again, for some of you that are not aware, the United States of Biafra have met all the criteria to be a state. We have our 40 states, we have our map, we have our people, we are creating our allies, and we are doing everything possible to ensure that any invading force inside Biafra land, such as the Nigerian state, is removed from our land. Because the United States of Biafra is a sovereign state. As we speak, any Nigerian security, police, army inside Biafra land is invading a foreign country. They must leave. We have formally and officially notified most world leaders of the independence of Biafra. We have the Biafran Liberation Army, we have the Biafran Defense Forces that are protecting our land round the clock. So the Nigerian state has been formally notified, privately, publicly. If they continue to invade our land, kill our people, we must protect our land, we must protect our people. I want us to use this opportunity to remember the innocent Biafrans that were killed on the 24th of July in Arondizogu by the Nigeria state. These are innocent young men, young women, young children that are in their peaceful communities doing their daily chores, either sleeping, doing their businesses, studying, playing chess, sitting in front of their peaceful communities in Arondizogu. The Nigerian state, Christopher Musa and Tinubu, colluded with the delegitimized governors of the Southeast and South, with some Biafran agents working for them, and invaded this peaceful community and murdered over. The camp is still on. Over 45 innocent Biafrans were murdered in this quiet community of Arondizogu by the Nigerian state, Tinubu and Christopher Musa. These Biafrans have not committed any crime. They've not been tried in any court. They have done nothing. They didn't invade anybody's land. They did not steal anything. They did not commit any crime. Nothing. These children have done nothing. The Nigerian state sent their reintegrated terrorists in the middle of the night and in the early morning to murder them. Mercilessly, they were murdered in their homes, in their offices, in their new businesses. Some were just sewing clothes. They came in there and covered their heads with guns, AK-47, RPGs, given to them by the Nigerian state, Christopher Musa and the defense minister, Christopher Musa. They killed them. They killed them. And has anybody heard anything from Tinubu for the past 48 hours? When these innocent Biafrans were murdered, did anyone hear anything from the so-called Nigerian head of state? President Tinubu or the defense? Christopher has refused to leave our land. The legitimized governor of that state. Has anyone heard anything? The world. Has anybody heard anything from these criminals? Their job is to kill and kill as many of them as possible to scare Biafrans, to stop talking about Biafrans, not to take over their land. That is the only target. That is why the murder of 45 innocent Biafrans. Tinubu has not said anything. Christopher Musa has not said anything. In Massacre, and we said but they all heard about these killings they saw. Innocent lives were wasted.
My people, on don't hear them now. What do you make of it? Drop your comments. But remember, it's Biafra or nothing. Bye for now.